Hello, friends and family. How are you today? Today, I'm gonna talk about somebody in America that's probably connected to Yu Monglong's death. So on internet, we all got to know that Yu Monglong um, was killed by a 17 people group. So and also someone said um, he was defending some money that was transferring to somebody in America called Wu Gang. So let's see. This is that picture of that Wu Gang. That he was. Let me tell you. On LinkedIn, it says Senior Director Product Development at Abbott University and University of Minnesota Duluth. So he's someone with great achievements. So in University of Minnesota Duluth, someone told me that he was a virgin, but I did see him kissing a woman. At night, someone was driving me around, and I saw that right outside the school. And also, I don't know, he did it on purpose or it was just like that. Each time he came off his car, a ton of women got off his car. A ton of women without any boyfriend or anything, just riding his car. That kind of person. So, I did have couple encounters with him each time, because he thought he was so good. Each time he talked to me, he asked for money. You would think he shouldn't be short of money now. Each time he talked to me, he would say, I have some calendar to sell, $5, or all those things. You can see me even after so many years. I'm living a simple life. So money is very tight for me, so I don't dare to say anything to him. So I was very cocky. I didn't want to date him. That's what his comment. So there was one time after final, I finally got to see him in a Chinese party. So it was like this. At first, the test was at the 9th, and the Chinese party will be exactly at the 9th. And then I said that day, no, after the test, I got really rest, and then the party says, and then the tests become postponed to 10th, and the party exactly at 10th, just back and forth. And finally it was the last day of the semester, so they will postpone the party after the tests. It was my first time in America taking a test, so I gotta just really carefully do that. And after the test, I went there and I got really yelled at. You study thief! Why don't everyone else prepare for that test like that? You study thief. That was him. That 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 Wugang person asking money and telling me I was a study thief, and 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 it was that evening, um, 10 p.m. Because I dressed up really nice and put on a big smile and went there. And he, along all those women, were like so mad at me because I looked so good that day. Okay, and I was really scared and just sit there really carefully. And he was sitting beside me, just that kind of look, and I was really scared. And I guess I was very cocky because I told them I had to go to bed after 10 p.m. And I even paid them $5. I don't know how cruel they could be, just treating me like that. So everything's bad. Later on, because all the women were sitting beside him and just staring at me. Later on, all those women were saying how cocky I was. I didn't talk to him. Of course, I saw him later got married and to a Taiwanese girl. I heard she's very beautiful. And later, I figured that she disappeared from internet. She probably died. I just could see that man, the laugh. He had a big mouth, so his laugh was like ear to ear, but those eyes were like this, huge eyes, and laughing like. It was really scary. And when they talk about Yu Monglong's case, transferring money outside China to United States and to Wugang, I'm not surprised if it was him, because he's just that kind of person. No matter how rich, he just want money, that kind of person. So later on, I think he formed a 17-member group called People Soft and kicked me out of school. See? 17 member. Something familiar. Well, and some people, well, People Soft, ask one person, send me a message that if I sleep with those men, I would get my scholarship. You know what that scholarship was about? Those people who work in Institute of Virology, they're supposed to get that scholarship. You see how many bodies there were. And all those doctors in China who went front line, they're supposed to get that scholarship. See? Of course, I wouldn't marry anybody or sleep with anybody for that. And just imagine if really just say I survived that guy and survived in that marriage, and when the pandemic comes, he would just probably order me to the front line. And it's like, if only I have anything to do with him, just seemingly a death penalty. That's why I just don't dare to say anything when people were telling me to simply pursue him. You know, if he really falls in love, that's one story. If I simply pursue him, that is another story. If I simply pursue him and he has a lot of women around him and some women wearing his rings, that's a scary, scary horror story, I guess. So that's what I know about Yu Monglong's overseas connection. Um, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you in next one.